I would like to call Rohit.
Okay, very good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to present about the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, which was occurred on 21st December 2020, just 2 days before. Let me share the link with you. I have also written a blog on that also, so you can go through. And I'm also presenting my screen from here. So can you see my screen?
Yes, Rohit, it is visible.
Okay, so the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, it is a very rare phenomena, and it happens after many centuries together. And fortunately, the sky was clear in Gujarat also, so we all were able to see this phenomena. And it is on 21st December, it was also winter solstice and the great conjunction of the two planets. So after so many hurdles of this camera setup and all these things, I was able to capture this entire event in this blog and photo, and I've also taken some of the photographs also. But before we jump to the photographs, we should also know that what is conjunction. So according to timeanddate.com website, it is generally a conjunction is when two objects appear close to each other in the sky. The conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, which only happens about once every 20 years, is called a great conjunction. And the technical language of astronomers, there are a number of ways to define conjunction. One way is to say it is the moment of minimum separation between two objects as viewed from the Earth. By this definition, the 2020 Great Conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn will occur at about 1820 UTC on December 21st. So this was also Google Doodle also tried to celebrate this winter solstice and the entire two event in this Times of India also posted this article. Uh, this interesting video is also very good to see. But let's move back to our blog and why and how I came to know about this great conjunction was it was because of reading supplementary magazines from that comes from Gujarat Samachar. In Ravi Purti, the article was written by Harshal Pushkarna under the column Ek Najar Aa Taraf. So in that article, I read this article and then I came to know about this great conjunction, and then I set up this schedule. So with the help of this digital camera and tripod, I was able to capture this entire event, and I was up to terrace since around about 17 o'clock, I would say. And before sunset, it was very difficult to set up everything, and to stand up to stand this entire tripod and camera was not that much difficult for me, but I was able to set up this entire thing with the help of this website. Let me type this here. Time and date website. It is very interesting and very good website to explore. I would recommend everybody to go through this website. And under there are so many panels also here. For example, you can click on the sun and moon, and then if you navigate through night sky, and if you click on this night sky, you can also enter your own location, such as Bhavnagar. In whichever city you are in, you can locate this city, and then by scrolling this. So this is the beta version of entire night sky, and this is the current situation of Bhavnagar sky, and these are the objects which are visible and identified by this website. So yes. So this way, this is the live time of this. This is the north direction, and if you want to see the past, what happened in night time. yesterday night what were the events that occurred. So there are 4 to 5 events: astronomical twilight, there are nautical twilight, civil twilight, and then sunrise. So before sunrise also there are few astronomical events which we call, for example, we can say this civil twilight, we can call this the faces are identified by naked eye. So this is called civil twilight. And if we want to skip through this part, and if we want to see that what was before this yesterday night, and we can also change the direction also by scrolling down a little bit. And these are all the group of stars. On each star you can click, and it is identifiable by this website. This is Arctus, and this is the trajectory of that star, whichever way it rises and sets. Similarly, by clicking on this magnifier button, you can select this object. For example, if I want to locate Mars in the sky, so Mars was on this way, and it was yesterday it was on 1340. It means 1:40 p.m. It was rise, and it was the best viewed on 1958. So these are the objects which you can identify. And if you are surfing this website from mobile phone, you can also use this return to north, and this is the compass way also. If you are using from mobile phone, this sensor of gyro sensor will help you to locate, and you can also move your mobile phone throughout the sky by opening this, and you can locate each and every planet like this by holding your mobile phone in your hand, and you can locate each and every star by clicking on that. So in a way, it is very good website to see. And let us jump over to our blog and how I captured this two planet, which was very near to one another. So this was the time of sunset. I was very eagerly waiting on for this event to happen. In between, I was also able to click this moon, which was also a very beautiful click. And then this is the mobile click. And in between this white dot was able to visible. It was the first sight of these two planets. And then these are the two images. Let me enlarge the images. Yeah, this one. The image is little bit shook because I was not able to stabilize my camera that much. But this brighter white dot you are watching, it is Jupiter, and the another way you can see this flying dish kind of thing, it is Saturn. So it was very minimum distance between these two planets, and it was very good to capture also. Let me show you the clear image once again. I clicked another one also. Yes. So this was it is said that 0.1 degree is the minimum distance between these two planets, and that's why. So the minimum distance between these two planets, that's why it is called the Great Conjunction. And on the day of 21st December, it was almost these two planets almost became one, and the only one star was visible through the naked eye. And through the help of telescope, or if you are using binocular, very high-ended binoculars and digital cameras also, it was visible to capture the event. Let me zoom in a little bit. So this way I captured this entire event of the Great Conjunction. It was very interesting astronomical event, and finally I blocked this also. And this is the result of 80 failed clicks, because whenever I touched the camera, it shook very terribly, and it was very difficult to stabilize the camera, because more than 50 times optical zoom, your camera becomes unstable to capture far-fetched objects like this space or any other objects from sky you want to capture. So it becomes very difficult to capture. So it was very good experience for me. And at the end, at least at the end of this 2020, I was waiting that any astronomical event happens, and how I will capture this event. So I was finally able to do this, and that's all from my side for today's presentation. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Rohit. Really, it was very interesting.